Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new documentary, Take Me to the River, New Orleans. And this is a sequel to Take Me to the River, another documentary about the heritage of soul music in America. And this, very specifically, is taking a look at the legacy, heritage, culture, and influences of New Orleans and Louisiana on the music scene. A lot of soul, a lot of blues, and this is from director Martin Shore, and it's has like John Goodman narrating it, which is kind of perfect because like John Goodman just has such a great voice, but also he feels like he's kind of channeling the character that he portrayed in Inside Llewyn Davis, where he's like this this musician playing like jazz music and stuff like that. I'm like, this fits. I like this. His voice fits well to this. But generally, this documentary is almost 2 hours and has a lot to show in terms of like being in the studio, seeing these performers doing their thing. One of the most special moments was seeing the Neville brothers doing their thing, which was one of their last recordings, if not their last. And being able to see a bunch of artists in their creative space, bouncing ideas off of each other, vibing off of each other, and performing. And I think pulling back that curtain into the recording studio is one of the most special things that this film does, really putting you into the music, seeing that process, what inspires it, what feeling this music draws out of these great performers. And you have a lot of important different collaborators that pop up in this film, whether it's like Snoop Dogg to Aaron Neville to Irma Thomas and a whole bunch of others. And not only does this film capture the process of in the recording studio, that creative process well, but it also does a great job of setting the stage of New Orleans and, you know, some of the modern drastic shocks and shifts of New Orleans culture. Because you have Katrina. How do you not talk about that? And how that affected everything. And that is talked about in those moments of where they're trying to lay the groundwork for this city and the influences this city has on this genre. And you have that. You have just the general nature of like how these deltas, how these like below sea level city with so much soul really captured and injected into the rich musical landscape at that point, and all those different kinds of things that come together that make Louisiana, make New Orleans music. And this documentary, you know, it's not the most bold in terms of filmmaking. There aren't particular shots that are impressively well done and unique in that kind of way, but this film knows how to capture its, you know, subjects, the musicians, capturing the energy and the soul that goes into their music. And I think this film exceeds those kinds of expectations and stands out in that way. And this is something that I sat back, I enjoyed. I felt like I got such a great experience just listening to the music. It could have been just that, and this would have been worth my time. But you also gain a lot of perspective historically and culturally and all that heritage that builds up and makes the music scene of New Orleans and Louisiana. And this is a really, especially if you're a fan of music, this is definitely a must-see documentary. But those are my thoughts on Take Me to the River, New Orleans. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.